With so many different characters to choose from, it can be difficult to find the right start. So today, I have a list of 10 characters that are all fun and interesting. But it's not difficult to choose the best browser thanks to today's sponsor, Opera GX, which has been my daily browser for around 2 years. And as Ragnar's son struggled for control in Britannia, instead, you can bring back control to your PC using GX Control, which lets you limit RAM, CPU, and bandwidth usage, boosting your game's performance without having to close any of your tabs. Also, Opera GX has a lot of customization, but by using GX mods, you can completely change your browser with just a few clicks. Like this medieval theme, complete with a custom background, matching colors throughout the browser, background music, and even sounds when typing and opening and closing tabs. And each feature can be quickly enabled or disabled from the sidebar menu, or visit the GX store for many more pre-made mods. And switching has never been easier. Using the quick import tool, you can sync your history, bookmarks, passwords, and cookies, making it as seamless as possible. So use the link in the description and stop letting your current browser hold you back. First, we have Werner Habsburg in 1066 AD, the last remaining ruler of House Habsburg, which was always a fun start to go ahead and form the Archduchy of Austria, which can be a pretty difficult thing to do. But with the latest update to 1.9, the new achievement AEIOU and Me requires you to start as the Habsburgs and form the Archduchy with 0 wars and plan over 5 grand weddings, completely flipping the way most people play CK3. You will need to scheme from the shadows, arrange well-planned marriages, and murder many people in your way to achieve your goal. Abu Jafar of Gaza starts as a vassal to Palestine, which is a vassal of the mighty Abbasid Empire in 867. And Jafar is of the Oghuz culture, which has an acceptance of 0% with almost everybody else inside the Abbasids Empire, making many people hate you. And starting in Palestine will put you right in the center of many holy wars that inevitably will happen for it. But if you can somehow take your liege's land and build up the kingdom of Jerusalem into an impenetrable fort to defend the Crusades, while also eventually fighting for freedom from the Abbasids, you will have an insanely powerful kingdom to rule for your people, as the only other kingdom for your culture isn't exactly close and not massive, making becoming the cultural head not very hard to achieve. But I just love this one, as you're hated by your current Muslim overlords, as well as the inevitable Catholic invaders, forcing you to defend from giants of both worlds. King Tatus of Pechenegs in 1066 AD is a pretty scary start. The majority of your powerful vassals are Orthodox, which find your faith evil, pretty much guaranteeing that they will either fight for freedom or to completely dissolve your title. But if you manage to defeat them and stabilize your realm, you are in the perfect position to get incredibly rich and famous through raiding, as you're right next to the Byzantines. And as your culture comes with horse lords, you can get a really powerful army funded through prestige, as you are also tribal, allowing you to strike fear into everybody around you. Denhar of the Yarbala Emirate has a small island just off the Horn of Africa, and being Nestorian puts you in a tricky spot. There are a total of 3 other landed rulers who share the same faith, and none of them being close. So you will be alone to expand your faith to greatness. And Socotra has very limited building slots, meaning playing tall really isn't an option, so you must expand very carefully. But if you do succeed, it can be one of the most satisfying rags to riches stories possible. King Salamon of Hungary in 1066 is very unique, as you have the possibility to revive Tatusism, the ancient Hungarian faith, but you do only start at 13 years old, with many powerful vassals to manage. Plus, reviving Tatusism isn't too difficult. With this start, you already begin with most things checked off. You just need to become illustrious and either become a devoted servant or be theologian. Although be aware, you only have until 1100 AD, giving you 34 years to complete this. But once done, you can try and expand this ancient faith across Europe, constantly battling with the Catholics. And I did also do 2 videos on this if you would like to check them out. Rostam is the last remaining member of the Sassanid dynasty. The once great, powerful family now has nothing. And following a Zoroastrian religion, this is one of the most isolating starts you can have. Your liege hates you. Your fellow vassals hate you. Basically, everybody hates you, meaning the odd alliance you can get often isn't very good, leaving you all alone as you fight your way up to reclaiming your holy site from the Abbasids and Safarid empires to restore a proper Zoroastrian priesthood. And if you can get the Persian Empire, you can become the Sassanian. Next, Eadgar, Edward's son, in 1066 AD, or even his sister Margaret to his north. These are the last two remaining landed Wessex rulers, which compared to 867, where Wessex may even have been the most powerful dynasty in England, well, now they are weak and facing extinction completely. Bringing them back to their former glory of kings of England will be no easy task. With England being attacked by both Norway and Normandy, you will struggle for survival, but nothing is more satisfying than reviving a house from guaranteed death. Now, we've all seen the utter devastation Genghis Khan causes when he appears around 1200 AD. But in 867 AD, there is Bondokar Borigin, the same dynasty as Genghis Khan himself. And it is the perfect chance to see how early you can become the greatest of Khans, but it won't be easy. To do this, it requires a realm size of 100. But if you can take all your liege's realm from the inside, you can begin utter destruction across the entire world many years early, as taking the decision will give you over 31,000 men, and paired with the Mongol invasion Casus Belli, not much will stand in your way. Cadoc of Cornwall in 1066 starts incredibly weak, in a kingdom full of much more powerful people, but you start as the head of your own culture, allowing you from the start to make the Cornish culture whatever you like. And as it's only present in a single county, if you boost the development there, this will allow you to speed through innovations faster than anybody else. But to go with your own culture, Cornwall can also be turned into a little two-county kingdom. And if you also control Wessex and Weiss before you take the decision, these can also be made de jure part of the Kingdom of Cornwall. I gotta be honest, doing this is probably my favorite thing to do in the entire game, as it's so rewarding once you slowly build up the power to get freedom from England and make your very own kingdom to rule. Jarl Dyre is possibly my favorite Viking start, and let's be honest, a video about the most interesting and fun starts wouldn't be complete without a Viking. But Dyre is different. He starts in Kiev, the son of Halfdan Whiteshirt, who ended up starting his very own cadet branch. But being a son of Halfdan makes getting alliances with Bjorn Ironside and Sigurd Snake in the Eye very, very easy, as you are extended family. But starting all the way over here allows you to focus on forming Russia, raiding the rich lands of the Byzantines easily. Rather than the typical Viking playthrough of attacking Britannia, you can spread your beliefs through Russia and make them fear you. Plus, starting with the genius trait is pretty rare and very useful. But that is it for today, so thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you found some more starts you haven't done yet. I'm gonna end the video with a massive thank you to all the channel members. You have Toxic Flame and Mr. Diesel. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.